Welcome to the Redeemed Roadrunners RV Life channel. My name is Rose. I am one of the Redeemed Roadrunners. My husband Steve is a little camera shy, so he works behind the scenes. We've been traveling in an RV around the United States, in Canada, in Alaska, for 9 years, and I never did YouTube. Started it in March of 2026, and we're trying to get the channel up and going. I did more photography then. So I do have mostly photos of the places that we've been in the first 9 years. What I'm showing today is Homer, Alaska. We went there. We spent the summer there in 2019. And I put it in the form of a slideshow for you. And I don't care how you look at Alaska, it's drop dead gorgeous. So I hope you'll enjoy this quick walk through Homer, Alaska. First, let me tell you a little about Homer. It's situated 200 miles south of Anchorage. It is a scenic coastal town at the end of the Sterling Highway on the Kenai Peninsula. It was named after a gold prospector, Homer Pennock, who established a mining camp here in 1896. Then the town evolved into a fishing hub with a strong commercial fishing industry. Homer is famous for the 4.5-mile Homer Spit, extending into the Kachemak, I can't pronounce these words, Kachemak Bay. The strip is home to shops, restaurants, campgrounds, and the boat harbor. We were fortunate enough to find this awesome camping spot right at the beach at the entrance to the Spit. Summers are cool here, averaging around the 60s in July, with 15 to 20 hours of daylight every day. It has relatively mild winters compared to the rest of Alaska. This is Rocky, our little dog. He always gets his feet wet wherever we are, but only his feet. Here's some findings that I found when I was walking along the beach. This one I call stuck between a rock and a hard place. I love rocks. I don't care what they are, big or small, colorful, and I found these interesting enough to take pictures of them. I think this boat is actually somebody's home. It's on the land, not the water, and it kind of looked like somebody lived there. Now this kite surfer here, him and his dog kept me occupied for a long time. I would just sit on the front seat of the motorhome that we had at the time and just watch them for a long time. And I don't know how that dog stayed in that water. That water was ice cold. And at one time, I lost track of the dog when I was watching him, and he went under for a long, long time, or at least I couldn't find him. And then I finally seen his head pop back up, but they were very entertaining. There are a lot of birds here and beauty. And these eagles had my attention for a long time. They were at the top of this great big pole that was at the beginning of the Spit there. This is the Seafair Memorial. It was constructed in the early 1990s through grant funding and fundraisers donated by Homer locals. The monument stands 15 feet tall, 20 foot wide, with a central figure of a fisherman standing at the ready. The memorial continues to evolve with the addition of bricks to honor those who have lost their lives at sea or lived their lives upon it. They are purchased through the North Pacific Fisheries Association, and proceeds go towards maintaining the site and a scholarship fund for children of the fishermen. Homer is now known as the halibut fishing capital of the world. As many as we saw in Seward, that surprised me. They were pulling in halibut left and right when we were there. You'll see that somewhere in the future. Here's the tide starting to go out, leaving little ripples on the rock. And let me tell you, when it went out, it went way out. And then we took a drive down the Spit. We stopped at the Salty Dog Saloon and made our contribution to their walls lined with greenbacks. When you reached the end of the Spit, there was a housing development appropriately called Land's End, because the land did end right there. And as we were leaving 20 miles northwest of Homer, we found North America's most westerly highway point. Well, I hope you enjoyed Homer. I post videos every Monday of somewhere current that we are in 2026. But Thursdays I have designated as Throwback Thursday, so you will see videos from the first 9 years or photograph slideshows of the first 9 years that we traveled. If you enjoyed this, I sure would appreciate you subscribing and liking it. We just started this channel, as I said, in March of 2026, and we're trying to get this thing up and going. So if you did like it, please subscribe. And I also, believe it or not, started a second YouTube channel called Sunday Bible Snippets. If that would be of something that would be of interest to you, I'll stick a little thumbnail at the end of this video. Either way, thanks for watching. Hope you'll come back. God bless.